Okay, so can you introduce yourself and who you are and what you do now at 242?
Yeah, I'm Lieutenant Colonel Patrick Bergman, the commanding officer of VMFA-242. Call sign is Padre, and I'm currently have the privilege of leading the Bats out here in Iwakuni. So it's a good time right now. You're here at Friendship Day, but the squadron is located behind me here. Everyone's helping out doing the Friendship deal today.
Yeah.
Yep.
What do you think of when you first saw the bat with the F-35 with the bat on the back? What did you?
It was Oprah, or the former commanding officer. We deployed together, known him for a long time, and that jet was unveiled on our change of command date when Oprah and I shook hands and took changed duties there. And I was like, that's a clear symbol of the hard work of this squadron. A couple young, talented maintainers spent a lot of time behind the scenes making that happen, and it kind of, it looks awesome, but it really symbolizes the care factor, what the Marines really care about, the unit, the pride, the symbol, the bat. That symbol goes many decades old, and kind of the lineage of the squadron is really important. Not just the F-35, but the lineage of the unit is really important.
So, how did it all start with your aviation journey?
For me, I was fortunate to have, my dad flew, my grandfather was in the Navy, so I kind of grew up in the military. I had some siblings. One of my brothers in the Army, other brothers are Marine pilots, and so it's kind of immersed into it as a youth. And watched my brothers come and go on deployments, got to see them fly a couple times, and I kind of knew at a young age that was what I wanted to do, and dug in and worked hard to get here. And it's been the dream has been real, and I've been loving it every day and still loving it every day.
Yeah. What's your favorite memory flying the F-35?
Favorite memory flying the F-35? Oh, there's so many, quite frankly. But what the F-35B was designed to do is to land on amphibious ships and small islands. And I think my first time taking that jet, I'd carrier qualified in the F-18 and done a lot of deployments, but taking the F-35 to sea and deploying and taking off from a ship at sea, going into combat and landing at midnight with the moon rising over the Mediterranean Sea was probably one of my best memories. Doing the do with the jet that was designed to do what it's supposed to do. It's very cool.
Yeah. Am I right that you also did the C model with the F-35 as well?
I did. I flew the C model at my last duty station where I was a MCAS 1 instructor. We kind of fly all the different variants of different platforms. So I got to teach on both the B and the C. Yeah.
Did you get carrier called on that as well?
I did not get carrier qualified in the C. No. Right now the Marine Corps is only carrier qualified the squadrons as they get ready to deploy. So we're not trying, again, it's a little bit of a resource thing. And quite frankly, the jets are getting better and better. The systems are more reliable where we don't need necessarily hundreds of hours of carrier or amphib landing practice. You just use a lot of simulators, but to your question, no, I did not qual in the sea.
Yeah, and what is your toughest part of your journey so far?
Toughest part of the journey is definitely what I think most service members go through. It's the balance of taking care of your family and meeting the needs as a husband and a father, while also immersing yourself into squadron life and helping the Marines and all the complexities of studying and deployment cycles. That challenge of balancing and choosing when to prioritize one or the other. The safety of a deploying squadron versus the longevity and the importance of family life. It's very challenging, but it's also they are complementary. So if you're a good service member and you take care of your Marines, it usually means you're doing the right thing with the family too.
Yeah. And any advice for people who, like my age, want to become fighter pilots?
Yeah, absolutely. Step one is to come up with a dream, whether it's being a fighter pilot or working on the jets or doing whatever it is you want to do. But write that down, get a poster. It sounds cliche, but put that on your wall, and every day you start your day knowing where you want to get to. Enjoy the journey on the way, but what my dad said a lot was, I say it in jest a little bit, but you can never study too hard. If it comes down to preparing for a test, ask yourself, do I want to slack on this one, or is this one going to get me ready for the next step? It's a lot of studying, no doubt, for people who forget that behind these neat airplanes is thousands of hours of book knowledge and rehearsals and preparation. So if you start at a young age, learn how to study hard and build those work ethic habits, that will get you through in life, whether it is you choose to be a pilot or any career path you do. So, dig in. Study hard. That's what I'd say.
Yeah. Thank you.
So.